Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Wednesday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage for the Midwest Truck Series. Round 11 tonight. Only 12 rounds in the season, so just the 2 races remaining. Got about 23 drivers checked in for tonight's action. We were watching Adam Vinny. Him and his teammate decided to get a little too close for comfort with each other. There goes the 31 truck of Jacob Watson headed out onto the racetrack. Right behind the 8 of Michael Everett. Guys, get your picks in. We got 2 more weeks to play. If you pick the trifecta, I will put your number 1 driver in as your winner pick. You got until the pace truck or pace car rolls off to take the field on its parade lap before the green flag falls. So not much time. The rest of this practice session, which is about 5 minutes, plus the qualifying session. And then whatever it takes for the guys to get out and get rolling. So, get your picks in. Top 3 If you want to play the trifecta, try to earn a big prize, or you can just pick your winner and let us know you're just picking your winner, and we'll go from there. But if you pick the trifecta, whoever you pick as your first place truck, that's who I'll put in for your winner. We've had fantastic racing all week so far, and I don't expect anything. You know that Homestead, this track tends to get a little loose with these trucks. They'll be a little free, and some guys may be just fighting for their life to hang on to it. But look at that. Hey, we got the 51 of Jonathan Scott back in action. They finally got the truck put back together, and he's going to return to action here. Don't miss your opportunity to get your picks in, guys. We've had some winners, and I know everybody's gotten a code for their prizes. In fact, today I actually wore my hat for the second time, and I won way earlier in the season. Ethan Lowe was out there. He is the 71 truck, making him some laps. I hope everybody has had a good week so far. I don't know who all is expected part of this crazy snow event that we're about to get, but I know I am, and I might be out racing on Friday and Saturday because I can't get out of the house. We'll just have to see. I know tonight the top four that are going to go to the back of the field. Bigelow, McAvoy, Mackey, and Vinny are all going to the back. We'll see who our Dash for Cash drivers are. Mr. Bolts, hello. There's one of our points leaders right there. Quickest in this practice session, 32.91 for him. Who is that in that yellow truck? Hello, Bill. Is that the 22 of Mashburn? It sure is. Tell you what, Jacob Mashburn be changing paint schemes like some people change underwear. That's Family Guy, so I'm down. He's got Family Guy on the truck. I'm down. Dwight Callis in his standard green on orange. Mr. McAvoy, I think he's third in the points right now. He'll be one of the drivers headed to the back. Only driver as a repeat winner this season in competition. Could have had 3 and back-to-back wins, but a pit road mistake a couple weeks ago cost him a win. He sped getting into the pits, got held for 40 seconds, and it did not bode well. He messed up his good finish. He might be leading the points still. Won the season opener, and he won the race last week. Look at the 55, Kyle Gomez. And the 23 of Frank Chavez. Should be a fun one. This track usually produces pretty exciting racing. A couple of very distinct racing lines. You can go all the way out by the fence, or you can sweep it in and drop to the bottom. Depending on where your tires are at will determine whether you're going to be fast on that line or not. just about down to it, ready for qualifying here momentarily. And there it is. Practice is over. Now we're into qualifying. So we'll watch the boys. Many of them as we can. They only get a couple of laps, so we're not going to get to watch everybody. But if they ever go to single car qualifying, we'll add about 45 minutes to the show. I promise you that. That was Harley Barletta. There comes Adam Vinny. He's already rolling out. Going to go get his laps in quickly. Yeah, him and Mike Forstner are the two that are out first. We'll watch Austin Demore here. Austin looks like he is going to use the high line for his first lap for sure. Get the tires up to temperature, and then he may try to stick one on the low side. By McAvoy. Try to get him going here. There goes Demore. Forstner's the first to cross. 33.41 immediately bumped out, and then so is Barletta by Bigelow. McAvoy's coming out of 3 and 4 here. Bigelow 33.217. Quick qualifier now. Mike Forstner back to second quick. Harley Barletta, and then Brock Bigelow takes it right back. 33.147 with 160 for Barletta. McAvoy was 12th quick on lap 1. This time in on the bottom of turns 3 and 4. And we'll see where Brian McAvoy times in. Bigelow going to the back, but he's going to qualify P1. And McAvoy takes it away. 33.061. Almost a tenth of a second quicker than Brock Bigelow. A couple of drivers still on track. Brandon Mackey now. The 99, he's one of our top 4 drivers. He'll be heading to the back. "21 drivers have posted up time. Alex Thompson and Jacob Mashburn, the only 2 that haven't, but they are on track. And Jacob Mashburn must have had a problem because he has completed 2 laps and he has not. And Brandon Mackey, just a little quicker than Adam Vinny. I think both drivers trying to get the hard charger back there. Alex Thompson. Thompson moved up to 16th. Hello, Mr. Lowrance. So all 23 drivers have posted time, and Brian McAvoy, 33.061, your quick qualifier for the evening. He, Bigelow, both going to go to the back to join Mackey and Vinny, who both qualified at the back. Quite a ways off of the pace. 14 seconds and 4 seconds off. There's some things for that, but for Jennifer, 27 and 64. So we got one round of picks in. You guys are running out of time to get your trifecta and or winner in to get the Beards Conson prize packs. If you pick the trifecta, I will take your first place truck as your winner pick and put you into both drawings. You got to hit it, though. That's the thing. You got to hit it. But it's time to run down the starting lineup, and this is what it looks like. Brian McAvoy and Brock Bigelow both will be relegated to the back, but they qualify at P1, P2. But that'll move the 81 of Barletta and the 31 of Watson to the front row. Forstner in the 69, Spalding in the 25, officially row 3. Then you'll see the 7 of Austin DeMore, the 2 of Coy Callis in the 4th row, the 5th row, 24 of Corey Blevins, and the 51 of Jonathan Scott. 23, Frank Chavez. 71, Ethan Lowe in row number 6. Michael Everett and Kyle Gomez, the 8 and 55, make up row 7. Row 8 is Russell Harold, the 19, Alex Thompson, the 16. Garrett Boyd in the 21, Stephen Pearson, the 83. 9th row qualifying for those teammates. And the 88 of Todd Keir next to the 707 of Chris Gaxel in the 10th row. Jacob Mashburn and Brandon Mackey. Row number 11, the 22 and 99, and then Adam Vinny. Our Outback Jack qualifier tonight in the 64, but he'll be joined by those two off the front row. And it would be Vinny and Mackey, and then McAvoy and Bigelow. So those two will come, and they'll start behind the other two, and that'll shift everybody forward one full row. All right. Man, me and Jen are the only ones playing. That's crazy. Crazy sauce right there. Nobody else made picks. I'm sad we only got one more week of this. So your new control truck, the 81 of a Harley Barletta. He's going to have his hands full. That 31 truck is always fast, always aggressive. Tries to get to the front lead laps. Going to have to deal with the 69 of Forster, the 7 of DeMore. Jonathan Scott back in good qualifying effort for the 51 in his return. He'll probably try to make a run at the front. But you got the 24, multi-time champion in the series right there too. So, and Blevins is kind of a closer. At the end of the season, he always seems to get stronger somehow. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to take off my tennis shoes because they're starting to make my feet sweat. All right, base car out of the way. It is time to go green for 75 laps of the Midwest Truck Series, and we're underway. Oh, they'll be side by side for that front spot. Going through 1 and 2, I think. The 81 on the show. Oh, no. He got loose. He's going to save it, but it's going to cost. We saw that same thing happen last night in that stock car race. Pole sitter got loose on the first lap coming out of 2. It's going to drop him back. Barletta is going to be about 8th when we get here for lap number 1. Jacob Watson, though, I told you, 31 truck. He's always quick, and he's always just a little aggressive trying to get there. But he got her done. He leads lap 1. Austin DeMore wasting no time getting going here. He's up to 2nd as he got around Kevin Spalding getting through 1 and 2. You can see they're kind of fanned out back here in the middle of this. Look at that. 4 wide down the back stretch on lap number 2. Adam Vinny being aggressive and getting after it. He's got a 3 wide stack in front of him now. Oh, truck out of shape. Keir and Harold had a little contact. Everybody keeps a facing forward. Get around. Watson still out in front. I tell you, Mike Forstner is trying to make a run at Kevin Spalding right here. He didn't get it done. He had to fall back in line. I'm noticing that, and I don't know why. Last night, the internet dropped with about 15 to go, and it was only off for about 30 seconds, or 3 seconds. But I don't know. Everything's been reset and rebooted, so I may have to get the internet people out here and see if it's something to do with something at their hub, or if it's my router, or... Caution for the first time. I don't have a truck number, but I'm going to take a look right here, and I'm going to look at the 99 of Mackey, who's in a 3 wide. Oh, yeah, he and Chavez going to get together. Mackey is going to kill the inside wall. So problems for the 99 right out of the box. Just a couple of laps into this thing, about 4. Man, oh man. We knew that the track would be a little loose. It always does that. This Homestead is just one of those, the way the track races, it's always kind of loose. And until the tires come up, until we get a little air pressure, a little heat in them, these things can dance around. And if you are toing and froing and you pick the wrong one, if you zig when you were supposed to zag, truck's going to get away from you pretty quick. I think that's what we saw there. 99 truck, he started to zig, and the other guy was zagging. They tapped and around to go. So Watson, DeMore, Spalding, Forstner, Blevins, Callis, Scott, Barletta, Boyd, and Gomez are the top 10. Kyle Gomez in that 55, running back here in 10th. Want to see where McAvoy is up to 13th. Pearson and Bigelow is 15th. Vinny is right behind him in 16th. And we saw what happened to Mackey. He's on pit road, and you can see the front of that truck is wrinkled, pushed up on the right side. If they can pop it out, get it pretty straight, he'll probably be okay. There's no damage to the right rear corner, and that's the other really important part of the truck. You can keep the rear spoiler pretty straight and don't get the right rear caved in, and you can keep the nose pushing the air around, and you're not snow plowing. You're going to be okay. Otherwise, you're going to have even more problems out here on this racetrack, because if you're tight, you can get tight loose. The truck's already loose, and it's just it ends up being an uglier situation. So quick caution. I know these guys were talking about next season extending some of these, mile-and-a-half track races to 100 laps instead of 75. So it looks like we're doubling up because the lights are off on our safety car. Watson chose the outside. He got a good start there. And I think cold tires, heat-cycled tires, it's probably a good choice because you can be a little more stable up there. You don't have to get down because the banking is gradual. And you don't have to get down where it's just a little bit flatter and free the truck up. We saw that happen to Barletta on the initial start. He got down there very low. He tried to get back to the throttle, and the truck started to dance on him. He almost brought out the caution before we got a lap in. All right. We're going to do it again. We're going to keep doing it until we get it right. Pace car out of the way. Watson into Moore. Into the start zone. Green flag, and we're back underway. Good start on the outside for Watson. Nice start for the 69 of Forstner. Thought he was going to pull alongside his teammate, and he made a different decision right there. He falls back in behind, he cuts across, comes off the bottom. He's third. Here comes Blevins. Thought he was going to pull alongside Spalding right there. Didn't have quite enough momentum. There goes Jonathan Scott and Garrett Boyd. Harley Barletta now trying to work around the 2 of Callis. I think the 55 of Gomez bumped the fence, and he just is going to keep bumping the fence. He's trying to make the track wider on that front stretch. Looks like he'll get away safe. But McAvoy is going to go around and get the 13th. Vinny got a good restart. Now he's the front running truck out of the back 4. He's right behind the 16 of Alex Thompson. Yeah, that'd be great. Appreciate it. Send me a message when you do so that I know to look for it. Watson's still out front. DeMore still giving chase. But the pack behind is starting to get a little thick. There goes Corey Blevins. We're going to get back here where it's Barletta, Vinny, Callis, Pearson. They're going to be 3-4 wide. Callis into the outside wall. Gets it pulled down. He's going to be fairly safe, but he'll get back in the 3 wide. He's still up top. Mackey, whatever they did to that truck, got it fixed. Or at least he's going to come out here on a little fresher tires and try to shine. He's all the way back to 13th now. He was pretty much last when we restarted. He was about 20th. Down to the bottom, man. 2-3 laps on tires, you're probably fairly safe there. That shot across the bow, Steven Pearson. He just pulled it right in front of the 83 coming out of the corner. Austin DeMore now with the lead. Yeah, I think Watson got a little out of shape because he's got all kinds of company. Forrester is right behind him. Mike Forstner right on the bumper now falls back, and that opens the door for Blevins and for Boyd. Boyd now in behind Watson. Watson sits third. Blevins is up to second. Corey Blevins just went from the bottom to the top, and Watson cut across behind him, trying to cross him over, and he might get it done. Blevins had a good run on corner exit, pulled right across the nose, and now they got Blevins in a box. Boyd to the inside, Watson to the front. Boyd elects to fall behind Blevins right here. And Mike Forstner's got the best seat in the house right now watching this battle for second, third, and fourth. But he's about to have some company because Adam Vinny is on a charge. Vinny now up to sixth. McAvoy and Bigelow 9 and 10. And Mackey is 12th. $15 laps about to be in the book, so about 20% in the books already. I saw the 24 wiggle. He wiggled at least twice getting through that corner. As the fuel will burn, the truck will start to tighten up, but the tires will get hot. And that'll make it interesting. Here, Garrett Boyd had a notion to try to get around Watson. He's got a good run off the top of two. He'll go down the backstretch. He'll probably pull to the inside, and this will just dematerialize for him because Watson will have the advantage getting into three. Slide job may be coming from the 21. He pulls almost alongside the 7 truck. He clears Watson. He's up to second now. Yeah, you can get an admin provisional in this league anytime, buddy. Tell him I said so. Vinny and Blevins. We've seen this battle many nights. Blevins to the bottom, 3 and 4. Good run. He'll come up the hill. He'll clear Adam Vinny by about 3 truck lengths. He'll hang on to 4th for the time being. Austin DeMoore is at the front. We're about halfway through what should be the first fuel run. Somewhere between 35 and 40, we'll see most of these guys pit. Caution again. I don't know who was in this. It doesn't tell me who was in the caution. Let's go back and let's see if it's here. I don't think, yep, it sure was. It was right there. That was just car height, matter, space, time. So we'll slow things down. This may change some things. You may see some guys taking an advantage to pit here. I don't know about that. I don't think that's a great idea, but you can still run about another 20 laps and be okay. So caution number 2, we're going to see who all decides to come to pit road. They are coming. They are coming. Vinny will be the first to hit his pit stall. Boyd will be the second. Then we'll see. Look at that. Austin DeMoore right into his pit stall. Now we're not under green, and I'm gonna give him a hard time about it because 2 nights in a row, green flag pit stops, he missed his pit stall. DeMoore holds serve. Watson still second. Boyd is still third. Then Blevins and Vinny. Forstner, McAvoy, Bigelow, Spalding, Barletta, Mackey. Alex Thompson. He's going to catch so much grief. Stayed out on old tires. He's building himself a reputation for doing this. And it is not a driver favorite choice. I can tell you that. Now we'll see which line he picks. Oh, Mr. Tiny Dancer. You are right. Not all heroes wear capes, but some of them do wear trash bags. Never take tires, Dylan? Okay. That is a scary, scary thought. All right, we'll see how this goes. The control car, the 16. He has not pitted yet tonight. Working lap number 20 will restart on lap number 21. I feel like you can make it to lap 40 pretty easy. I think everybody, well, 55 and I don't know. It'll be close. It'll be close. Some guys may have to make another stop. Some guys can maybe save and stretch it. If you go into fuel saving mode right here, you could get bit though.
Green flag, green flag.
This time, pretty good start for the 16. I don't think he'll have the lead when we get to turn 2, but pretty good start nonetheless. DeMoore, Boyd, Vinny's going to try to make hay here early. Fanning out 3, 4, 5 wide back there at about 8th, 9th, and 10th. They'll shuffle it down to 3 here. It's about 8th place Brock Bigelow, then Spalding, Mackey, Barletta. Mackey with an evasive maneuver. Get around the 25. I think Spalding might have nicked the fence. Corey Blevins was all the way down the bottom of the racetrack, down the backstretch, working on the inside. Oh, Forstner, both drivers. Good driving. They all save it. That was intense, to say the very least. Blevins and Forstner got together. Turn 3. Here comes a 16. I don't know what he went to pit road for after the fact. Well, we're watching all of this while Austin DeMoore has a half a second on Adam Vinny, and Garrett Boyd is about 2/10 behind that. Watson, then McAvoy, Bigelow, Mackey, Blevins, Forstner. That's the trucks we were watching. See if there's any more wiggle waggle going on. Barletta is 10th right now. DeMoore kind of having things his own way right now. Back to the front, clean air, easing away. Lap truck right in front of these guys. Is that Chavez? It is the 23 of Frank Chavez. Chavez is already a lap. Well, no, he's about to be a lap down. There he goes. He's now a lap down. Vinny, Boyd, Watson, McAvoy, and Brian McAvoy looking to go 2 in a row. And we might have to take the closer's title away from Corey Blevins if McAvoy makes a late push here. He could have won a couple of weeks ago, but a speeding penalty getting onto pit road under green flag cost him. Had to sit in the pits for 40 seconds after he got service. Here goes Garrett Boyd looking for second place from Adam Vinny. And he drops it to the bottom. We saw this in the last run. Didn't work out the first time he tried, but it did on the second try. And it looks like we're going to see the same scenario play out again. Up the hill, and Boyd rolled off the throttle a little bit. Don't know if he saw the 64 kind of come down the hill a little. Maybe Adam got just a touch loose, and Boyd decided to give a little room there. He'll get back behind. No need in angering the tires this early. Jacob Watson still holding serve in fourth, but McAvoy is really trying to put some pressure on him. These guys have broken away by almost a full second over sixth place. Brock Bigelow, then Mackey, Blevins, Forstner, and Barletta are behind that. Go ride with McAvoy. See what he sees. He's down the inside of Watson right here through turns 1 and 2. And that run off the high side, all that momentum surges the 31 past. We'll see the same thing happen again here And it'll keep happening until McAvoy gets enough of an advantage he can slide up in front of the 31. I can't tell, but it sure does look like the left front corner of the 31 truck is pushed in. He comes back into view here. And now he's not going to come into view because that pass is complete. That left front corner looks mashed in. Just a bit. About halfway up. Yeah, it's got a little wrinkle in it. So Watson on the left front corner, a little bit of damage. Must have had contact on a restart or coming out of the pits. Bigelow will get by him as well, so move Brock Bigelow up to 5th. I'll tell you what, McAvoy is going to go after Garrett Boyd here already. He didn't waste any time. Boyd can see it in the mirror. Now he's going to start to get after Vinny. Got a little loose on the exit of 4 right there. That's going to open the door. McAvoy may try to go get both of them. We are creeping in quickly on the halfway point, about 3 laps shy. McAvoy around Boyd for the time being. Oh, Boyd got a little wide. The truck didn't catch that little bit of, oh, pass for the lead. DeMoore got the truck a little out of shape, and Adam Vinny had enough of a run to go get the point. He feels that McAvoy is there. I know he can see it. And so Adam Vinny is going to go and try to be the truck in control now. We'll see what McAvoy does with him right here through 3 and 4. Not enough of a run this time. I don't think he can clear him and get up in front coming out of 4. Too much of a run on the exit. And I'm wrong. He could have got up there. He chose not to. Now he'll clear him out of turn number 2, and McAvoy will assume the lead. DeMoore still 3rd, but Bigelow is trying to get around him. The guys from the back 3 of them are at the front, and Mackey is in 7th. Tight racing. Good racing. Field's starting to get spread out. It's starting to get a little bit of a green feel to it. We are halfway. At the end of this lap, we are officially halfway through this thing. Bigelow alongside DeMoore. And now alongside Vinny. And that will be a move for the 2nd spot if he can complete the pass. Put Brock Bigelow up to P2. Oh, Austin DeMoore got super sideways through turn number 2, and he almost got in the right-hand door of Garrett Boyd trying to get off that corner. He was coming off the high side in that 7 truck. I could read the number on the right-hand door. Quick jump back here. 7th place, Mackey. He's all by himself trying to reel these guys in front, and he's getting closer to Watson every lap. Blevins is running in 8th, then Barletta and Spalding are top 10 currently. Coy Callis and Todd Keir side by side for 11th and 12th. Stephen Pearson, 13th. Michael Everett is 14th. Kyle Gomez, Chris Gaxel, Ethan Lowe, Russell Harold, Jacob Mashburn, and Alex Thompson are racing.
All right, man, caution is out.
And caution again. We just had the camera there, and there's Keir sitting on the front stretch. Now, let's go take a look at what happened to him. He and Callis side by side. I think you're going to see trucks. Oh! No, Pearson was coming off and trying to get in the middle, coming off turn 4, and Keir tried to move down. And same matter. Cannot occupy the same time and space. So let's watch that one more time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Pearson thought he was going to come down that far, or at all maybe. And contact. So, now we'll shake some things up. We're going to see pit stops again, I guarantee it. And they should be able to make it from here. Looks like everybody headed in. Alex Thompson's going to try to get a lap back. He's probably already the wave around truck anyway. Again, Vinny will be the first to his box. We'll see what that does for his exit, because these two are going to come all the way down to pit stalls number 1 and 2. There's Harley Barletta. Troy, he's gotten Monday and Tuesday, he got podium finishes and at DSRL both nights. And it's good to see you in the chat, by the way. So DeMoore got out first. Mike Forstner, multiple laps down, but he's second in line. McAvoy is going to be scored second, then Bigelow, Vinny, Boyd, Watson, Blevins, Mackey, Barletta, and Mashburn. Jacob Mashburn, the 22. Maybe he needs to keep Family Guy on the truck. He's having a good run tonight. Well, good. I'm glad you're busting chops. Appreciate the hat. I've been wearing it a little bit here and there. Worked for the second time to work today. There goes our wave around truck. Wasn't a lucky dog. He was a wave around truck. Frank Chavez will be back on the lead lap with that. Alex Thompson is also, I believe, back on the lead lap. So we're back up to 20. And we're going to have about 33 laps to go here. 32 when we take the green. Ah, there we go. There's some of the old familiars. So Chanel in the chat now. Two babies. Oh, my. Talk about having your hands full. All right, with DeMoore picking the outside again, we will see how this restart goes. Into the start zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Austin DeMoore got a great start. He is going to grab the point once again. That truck was getting looser and looser as the run went on. On that last run, we're going to have 31 laps. Vinny and Bigelow side by side, but they restarted side by side, so we'll see caution again. This is not good. Drone cam, the 69 truck on the restart through turn 1 and 2. Oh, truck's in front. Barletta got loose again. Oh, man. Let's go back and let's get on the 81 truck. Yep, just getting loose, and he backs it back around. Then he gets a little more help from behind. And Forstner took a violent shot into the inside retaining wall. That might end the night for the driver of the 69, and we may have to go get him, make sure he's okay, ask him what he saw. And tell you what he saw. He saw a yellow truck sideways, and he tried to go left to miss him and didn't miss him. And then he saw a big blue fence is what he saw. Sounds like you're speaking from some experience there, Mr. Tiny Dancer. Hitting them walls and you're okay. Just saying. Let's grab us a driver real quickly here. Jacob Watson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing good, man. You've been fast most of the evening. You're sitting there in 7th place right now. These restarts are pretty tricky. The tires aren't up to temperature. The truck gets pretty free.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hold on to it, honestly. Everybody's kind of going for it. I'm playing kind of save my tire and see what I got at the end. But if we keep getting all these cautions, I may have to switch my plan up and just go for it. I don't really know what to do yet.
I was getting ready to ask you, if we keep getting cautions, does the strategy change a little? Because it looks like some guys are being very cautious, and some guys are trying to make their way to the front and maybe get away from some of the shenanigans back there.
Yeah, this restart coming up is going to be interesting. Got a lot of fast guys up here. I don't know if it's going to get a little shaky or if we're going to have some patience. I guess we're about to find out, though.
Well, there's two words that normally don't go together, but patiently aggressive. That's what you got to think about, man. Good luck out there. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to you at the end of the night.
All right, man. I look forward to it. Y'all have a good one.
Jacob Watson in the 31. 7th place right now. I don't want to get Mr. Forstner in here. He might be having a moment. He's not a guy that loses his cool, but, you know, sometimes frustration is just frustration, and nobody likes to crash, especially when they've been, you know, through some stuff already. He was several laps down as it was, so wrong time, wrong place. All right, we're getting ready for another restart. DeMoore has been great on the restarts tonight. Been able to grab the point. Now with him on the outside and his teammate Adam Vinny on the inside behind the 79, I think Brock Bigelow has a feel for how the 7 gets his restarts. We'll see if he can stay with him. Maybe use that to his advantage and get up to second pretty quick here. Corey Blevins is right in there. We just talked to Watson. Good start. Adam Vinny going to push on the 79 of McAvoy all the way down the front stretch. Bigelow, did he use the restart to his advantage? He got around both McAvoy and Vinny. And now Brock Bigelow looking to try to lead his first laps tonight. I don't think he's going to get it done this. Oh, he might. Woo! DeMoore got sideways again. 7 truck. Wash-ragging it through turn 4. And now Bigelow to the very bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Will he come up in front of the 7? He's not quite clear. Was going to go there, and Damore decided to split hairs. He's going to drop right to the bottom. Cut across behind the 7 in front of the 79. I think that momentum will get Brock Bigelow back up there. Bigelow will keep the lead. McAvoy trying to figure out where Damore was going to go. He chose the inside, and Damore came right down there. Now you got to attack and defend all at the same time. Here comes Adam Vinny, super low. Corey Blevins tried to go lower. And they're going to give Boyd the high side to himself. He may use this to parlay it into a 3-for-1 pass. Garrett Boyd gets around both Vinny and McAvoy. Meanwhile, Bigelow is out to half a second. Watching this battle. This is second, third, fourth, all the way to about sixth. Seventh and eighth in there as well. Seven truck just looks so loose up on the high side. Garrett Boyd now going to drop to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Try to get around Damore. Looks like he might get it done if he can get up the hill. He does. Oh, Damore and Blevins are into it.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Yeah, we know exactly where we need to look. Damore was loose on the high side. He gets Blevins, and then he is going to kill the inside wall with the right front. And Corey Blevins, I don't know if he crashed or not. We'll go look. I know he gets hit here. Does he hit the inside wall? Yeah, he hit it. He didn't hit it that hard, but he hit it. So we'll go under caution again. Now, I just talked to Watson, and he said if they keep having cautions, he's going to have to change strategy. I think a lot of guys might change strategy. We may see some guys go on attack mode for the last 22, 21 laps here. But while we wait, we're going to do something. Mike Forstner, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, man. Tough break. Looked like you were a few laps down. Maybe something happened a little earlier. And then the last caution coming out of turn 2, big yellow and blue truck in front of you.
Yeah, Barletta got beside of me, put me in the wall earlier. I had a bunch of wheel damage, 6.5 minutes of damage, so I fixed that. And then I come back out for the restart, and the 81 gets loose again. I seen the 19 run into him, and I got nowhere to go.
Hard lick on the inside wall for sure.
Blew the engine.
Ah, man. Tough break there, man. We wanted to check on you, make sure you're okay, and find out what you saw from the driver's seat.
Yep, that's what I saw. I did come down on the 24 a few laps earlier than that. We were going into the corner. I come down on him, so I do apologize to the 24 on that. We were both able to save it. No harm, no foul there. But, yeah, it's hard. You know, it's slippery out there, and it seems like the bottom line is the real fast line right now. You can rotate the truck really well on the bottom, and on the top side it does get a little loose until you get about 3 laps in. Get some heat in the tires, and then it seems like the top is okay, but then even midway through a run, it seems like the bottom is the fast line.
All right, man. Well, we're glad you're okay, and thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
You bet.
Mike Forstner. Not this caution, but the caution before that involved. Ended his race this evening here. So right now, Bigelow, McAvoy, Boyd, Vinny, Watson, Mackey, Spalding, Callis, Pearson, and Thompson are the top 10. And our top 4 that went to the back of the field, well, they run 1, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, and 6. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 4, and 6. So all back there inside the top 6. We still have, we're going to have around 20 laps to go here. when we take the green. And Brock Bigelow, he's looking to be the second two-time winner this season. He picked up a win about mid-season, and he's looking to do it again. He's got the only other guy with more than one win in the series on his outside for the restart, so we'll see how that goes. But there's the 27 and the 79. The 64 is right there. And then right behind the 64, we'll look real quick. You see the 99. Those are the drivers that started the back of this thing 55 laps ago. All right, pace car will get out of our way, and we will get ready to go green once again.
Green flag, green flag.
Bigelow with a good start. I tell you, the restarts for the 79 are just, he's just off a tiny little bit every time. He gives up a lot of space. He gave up a spot to the 21 of Boyd, and Vinny is still trying to get him, but Vinny will make a better decision. Slide behind, try to figure out where he's going to run, opposed to where the 79 will run. Try to get some clean air and see if he can use that and make his way back around. He wants to go back up and challenge for the lead. Bigelow, Boyd, McAvoy, Vinny, Watson now 5th. When we talked to him a little bit ago, he was 7th. So maybe he has shifted into attack mode instead of save tires mode. And he is going to try to go up here and see what he can do. I think if it stays green, his save tires thing is probably a great idea. But, man, now you never know. You might get another caution, and you're just going to give up too much track position trying to save tires. We got a battle for third. Boyd and Vinny going at it again. McAvoy still in second, but maybe not for long because Boyd is right alongside through turns 1 and 2. Drag racing down the backstretch. Boyd will have the advantage. He'll get into 3 and 4. He'll go to the third lane. McAvoy the shorter way around, got the advantage, but the momentum will keep Boyd alongside. Short way around is going to be quick until the heat gets in the tires, and then you can see Watson around the top is closing in on these 3 trucks. So is Mackey, and they're both running the high side. Watson and Mackey almost scraping the fence. The Kyle Larson line up there. And now Mackey pulls to the inside of his teammate through 1 and 2. Right up across in front, and Watson with a quick move to the bottom. Almost a little bit too much of a move. Get back to it. Bigelow has not gotten away from these guys. McAvoy's still second. Boyd, Vinny, 3-4. Waning laps. About 14 and a half laps to go. Corey Blevins is 8th right now. Pearson 9th, and Thompson up to the 10th spot. He was a lap down 2 cautions ago. Kevin Spaulding still 7th. Going back to the front because now they're starting to get spread out. Bigelow, McAvoy, and Boyd about equidistant from each other. Adam Vinny's keeping pretty close contact to the 21. Wiggle out of Boyd's truck, and that might let Vinny have some momentum. Vinny will not waste it. He'll try to go right after him. Can't come up the hill. Got to wait on the throttle. Boyd's already back to the throttle, and the momentum of the 21 might get him clear before we get to turn 1. This time, Boyd will keep it up on the very outside, maybe too far. I think he drug the fence a little, and that should allow Adam Vinny to take away that third spot. Bigelow now out to almost a half a second. And it's another half second from McAvoy back to Adam Vinny, Garrett Boyd. I don't think that battle's over yet either. Watson is still in the 5th spot, and Mackey's still behind him. Tend to go pretty quick here. Blevins and Spalding. Then Pearson and Callis. Harley Barletta 12th. Left side of that truck is really hammered. Most of the paint is gone on the left side of the 81. Back at the front, Bigelow. Half a second, and he looks like he's just cruising right now. McAvoy the same. Vinny still doesn't have enough breathing room, but he's got 3 truck lengths on Garrett Boyd right now. $10 to go that time by. Still 19 trucks on the track. All of them on the lead lap. Austin DeMoore. 20th, but out of the race. Just a lap or two ago, he pulled that 7 truck to the pit lane. It looks like he might be finished. Top 2 now starting to get away from 3rd place Adam Vinny and 4th place Garrett Boyd, as they have stretched it out to nearly a second. Boyd has a good run out of 2. Got a good run through the middle of 3 and 4, but I don't think he's going to be able to go anywhere with it. One full second between McAvoy in 2nd and Vinny in 3rd. You can see Boyd in 4th right there. Mackey now got around Watson right there, and he'll take over the 5th spot. Here comes Blevins late, trying to make a top 5 run out of it. Laps ticking off. Ooh, little wiggle out of the 79 of McAvoy. He started to close in on Bigelow. And that little wiggle, everything he had gained, he lost back. He had it down to just a truck length or 2. And now it's back out to 0.3 of a second. Watson and Blevins making a move on Mackey, and Blevins gets back in line, but Watson stayed there, and they'll stack them up 3 wide through turns 3 and 4 with Blevins in the middle. Wave lap 5 to go for everybody this time by. Right across Watson's nose, and that truck tightened up just a little bit right there. And that was enough to give Blevins clear racetrack. McAvoy is now closed back in to just 2 or 3 truck lengths behind Bigelow. Getting there is one thing. Passing somebody's another here because the tires are getting old and worn and hot. Track's already slick. The line is pretty narrow. Vinny and Boyd may not be done either. We may have to go watch them here in a moment, but we're going to be 3 to go this time. And now McAvoy, a little too wide right there. Brushed the fence ever so slightly, lost about a 1/10 and a half. You boys, don't look now. Here comes Corey Blevins. He's around Mackey. Blevins into the 5th spot. Around the bottom and clear. And these 3 are reeling in. Boyd and Vinny in front of them. And Blevins is making it look pretty easy coming around to get the 2 to go signal. Can he get to the podium? Get here because Boyd now is starting to creep in and put a little more pressure on Vinny. We're coming to get the white. Bigelow and McAvoy, they are 2 seconds in front of this battle. But that gap is wide enough. I don't think McAvoy's got anything for Brock Bigelow right now. We're going to watch and see if anybody in this group can make a move on the final lap. We might have to go watch the leaders because McAvoy's made it interesting. I think there's just too much air between the 2 trucks, and Bigelow looks like he's going to cruise it in here. He'll be the second 2-time winner this season, and he'll beat the other 2-time winner. Brock Bigelow going to win at Miami Homestead Speedway tonight in the Midwest Truck Series. McAvoy second. Vinny will hang on for 3rd. Boyd and Blevins 4-5. .75 laps, and it came down to a couple of truck lengths for the win tonight. Quick look at the results for the race. I don't know why it does that. Mackey 6th, Watson 7th, 8th to Spalding, 9th Callis, Barletta in 10th, Pearson 11th, Gomez 12th, Everett, Lowe, Thompson, Gaxel through 16th, then Chavez in 17th, Mashburn 18th, Harold 19th, DeMoore, Keir, Forstner, and Scott, the remaining drivers in the field. Start trying to find our drivers. There is McAvoy. We'll put Adam Vinny in that room, and we are looking for Brock Bigelow. Yeah, we'll slap him in there too. Let's get started with our 3rd place finisher. He had to go to the back, but it didn't matter. All 4 trucks made it in the top 6 from the back. And 1, 2, 3, Adam Vinny 3rd of that bunch. Doesn't matter where you start, man. You're going to find your way to the front, it looks like.
Yeah, it was a rough one, and I was just telling everybody, man, 3rd place Monday, 3rd place yesterday, 3rd place tonight. Getting sick of. I mean, number 3 is great for Dale Earnhardt, but not for me.
Well, you know, you're catching some grief in the chat about has anybody had an Adam Vinny sighting? I haven't seen him on the podium in forever. I tried to correct them, but they weren't having it, man. They just want to bust your balls.
Yeah, I'm used to it. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised I'm up here actually. The truck wasn't real good. Um, Man, Brock and Brian, they could just roll that inside, and then I started learning a little bit, but I just didn't have the drive off that they did. So hats off to them. But I'll definitely take a third after how the truck felt.
Yeah, it looked like it was super slick. Guys were skating around out there. If you weren't careful with the line you picked and a little throttle control, that thing could get away from you pretty fast.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat, and especially when Boyd got to me a few times, really upset the truck, really bad. So I think it upset my rear end, but it also upset his front end because these get real bad aero push now and real bad loose when someone sticks a nose up under your bumper.
Well, an awesome job tonight, man. Another podium. That's 3 in a row this week. You can't really be too sad. You're finishing on the podium, and you could be finishing a lot worse.
Yeah, but it still sucks. I mean, everybody wants the checker flag, right?
Yeah, but we all can't win. Somebody has to come in third.
I know, but that shouldn't be me.
Well, you're a race car driver, and I can tell. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before I let you get out of here, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Roger. You're great as always. Dirt Racing Network, DSRL, Beer Wisconsin Small Batch Beard Oils and Balms, Next Level Litigation Support, Port Charlotte Lawn Care, Beef O'Brady's. Hope you all watching. Hopefully we put on a good show for you. Sorry I couldn't bring home Checker, but we tried. Just everybody that's on the truck. My Lumber Dude Outlaw teammates. Sad that Reed wasn't here, but hopefully he'll be back next week. And yeah, appreciate everyone checking us out and supporting what we love to do.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats again. We'll see you next Monday night.
Sounds good. Thanks, bud.
Adam Vinny, your third place finisher here tonight. And now let's grab a guy I thought might have a shot for 3 in a row tonight, or 3 wins in the season. It could have been 3 in a row, but 1 spot short. What was the difference, Mr. McAvoy, in you getting around Mr. Bigelow tonight?
Well, we both from the beginning of the race on, we started in the back together, and we were both really focusing on the bottom. I could see that in my mirror or when he was in front of me. So, really at the end there, that last sprint there, I was a little faster than he was, but just the dirty air, it would just shove the nose of the truck in the middle of the corner, and I just couldn't quite get there. And tried to Hail Mary on the top a couple times, for a couple laps, but there just wasn't anything there. And, kudos to Brock. He got me on the restart and, put some great laps together and sealed the deal.
Yeah, it looked like clean air was kind of a big deal. You made it sound like it was a super big deal, but I thought guys maybe had 2 lines to race, just not quite as comfortable on the top.
Yeah, I mean, for me and all the testing and work I did, it was either the very, very top and the very, very bottom. And if I hit the top just perfectly, and talking that Larson line where you're just skimming the wall, I could maybe be occasionally a tenth faster, but it just it is so sensitive and so hard to do consistently. And the tire wear was rougher up there too on the rear tires. So really my focus was real, as I said earlier, just really on the bottom. So Brock and I, great minds think alike. We were both thinking the same thing, and he got the position when it counted, and just couldn't quite there. I was hoping to at least get to his bumper and at least give him a little nudge and something to think about, but just couldn't quite get there.
Well, it's going to keep you in the hunt when we go to next week for the championship. It's going to keep you in the top 4, and you're going to have a shot. We'll see if you can be the first 3-time winner in the series next week. But give me some shout-outs before we let you go tonight.
Absolutely. Phoenix is going to be great. And me and my Franklin Motorsports team, Jamie and Scott and the team over there keep supporting me. And I think they may be tuned in tonight. So, couldn't quite get it done for them, but we're certainly in the hunt and we're competitive. So really looking forward to next week. It's been a lot of fun, and, just can't wait to get to Phoenix. So thank you so much.
All right, man. Congrats on the run, and we'll see you next week to see who goes home with the big trophy.
10-4. Thank you.
Brian McAvoy finished in second tonight. And I'm sure he's doing some kind of weird math problem right now or something, trying to figure out how he got a win. Nobody knows for sure. Brock Bigelow, you're the second two-time winner on the season, FYI.
Yeah, man. I mean, we were actually talking about in the drivers' meeting how we'd only had one repeat winner. In the back of my mind, I'm like, man, I really want to be the second one. And I felt like I had a shot at it tonight.
Well, you are, and you're going to be right there in the hunt to hang on to the points lead next week and have a shot at this championship. But you got a lot of guys right behind you. Everybody finished in the top 6 again, so them points are going to stay pretty tight.
I mean, we don't do a, winner take all sort of championship deal here, but it's basically going to come down to that. I mean, winning is like 10 extra points. You get 5 ahead of second and then bonus points. So, yeah, it's really going to come down to winner take all next week. I mean, it's exciting. I mean, we've never had a championship fight this close, but it's like I always say, I'll take the wins. Like these guys have just been so fun to race with. That was a heck of a fight there on that after that last restart all the way to the end, man. That was a ton of fun.
You had to beat him on the restart. You knew that. I'm sure you knew that you had to beat him on the restart, get the clean air. Otherwise, it was going to be really tough to get around whoever may have gotten by you on any of the restarts. A lot of focus coming down to that start zone every time, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I was trying to decide whether I wanted the top to keep the momentum up, but, I don't know if it's the expression you dance with the one you brought to the prom, but I liked the bottom line, even though it's kind of counterintuitive here. Everybody likes to run the top, but man, just wrapping the line really worked. It worked in practice. It worked just the whole race. It was the fastest way around. I don't know if it's something to do with the way these trucks are set up or the power to drag. I don't know, but I'd never had that much success running the bottom down here. But yeah, I knew I had to get the hit and get in clean air and kind of control it from there. So, because that 79 was hot on my heels. I was well aware he was back there for those last 10 laps.
Well, an awesome job, man. You will come in next week with the target on your back. You'll be the points leader. You'll have to go to the back for the start. What kind of strategy? Just make sure you keep all 4 fenders on it, or are you just going to go ahead and let it all hang out?
Well, it's not going to change my strategy, but we don't do the invert for the last week since it's the championship race.
Oh.
So, yeah, so qualifying is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Getting the track position and
whole different
just
focus.
letting her go. Yeah, let her go, man. I mean, I'd say I've gotten a lot better at the short tracks over the past probably 6 to 8 months. Different series and leagues I've run in, so I've got a little bit of confidence going in here, and I'm just gonna have to practice. I mean, it would be. I know I say it's, wins more than anything, but it would be nice to win a championship.
Well, awesome job, man. Shout it all out before we let you go celebrate.
Sure thing. TCW Construction, My UP Home, Dan Bundy Logging, Nye Welding Equipment. The guys at DNF, man, we talk strategy, we talk how to get around places, we have practices and all that stuff, and we've made each other better this season. It's been a ton of fun racing with those guys. The Midwest Sim Sports group for putting these races on every week, and I mean the fact that we've, like I said, we've got a whole bunch of people that are mathematically eligible for the championship, and that's just crazy. I mean, in the few seasons that I've been a part of this league, I haven't seen that, which is it's so cool. I mean, that's why you do it, right? You pretend to be a race car driver for a couple hours a week, and you just have fun. The sport we all enjoy. And thank you to you and your people there, Roger, for broadcasting this every week as always. And we'll see you next week, hunting for a championship.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win, and we'll look forward to see if you can close the deal next week.
Sure thing, man.
Brock Bigelow picks up the win, becomes the second two-time winner this season, and he'll have his hands full next week. Everybody's going to have to go for it, so should be a fun one. That is going to do it for us this week. We'll be back next Monday Fitz's Automotive Truck Series presented by Midwest Barbecue Equipment on Monday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you tune in for that. Round 1 for those guys. They just started a new season. Round 1 was amazing. And then Tuesday night, over to the Stock Car Series. Cedar Creek Homes Stock Car Series presented by Beef O'Brady's. And then we'll be right back here for the season finale championship night at Phoenix for the Midwest Truck Series guys. So, mostly paved action right now. Dirt is kind of taking a little bit of a lull. I mean, it is winter, so it's hard to get outside and race in the dirt, so you know. But in the spring, I expect we'll see some back on the network. But I want to thank all of you for being here, because without you, there's no reason to do this at all. Without all the awesome leagues giving us fantastic racing like we see every single night, there's nothing to cover. So everyone will get a high five and a pat on the back and a big fat thank you. Come back and see us as soon as you can, but until you do, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down at all times. Have a good one. Stay warm for the next 3, 4, 5 days, because I know a lot of places are going to get a lot of cold